Hello everybody. What you're looking at today is a $10 survival kit that I have put together because my son asked me to participate in the $10 survival kit challenge. You're supposed to spend $10 at Dollar Tree without, well, you can spend up to $10 and they don't count the taxes. So you can spend up to $10 on items and use those items to survive for at least 2 days. I didn't shop at Dollar Tree. I went ahead and went to Walmart, but the prices are comparable and they're comparable items. Actually, if you were doing this challenge for real, it might be cheaper to do it at Walmart because some of this item here is actually less than $1 from Walmart, so you can get more bang for your buck. Let me go ahead and cover the kit and what I chose and why I chose what I did. And then afterwards, I'll show you some additional items that can be used instead of what I've chosen. The first thing that I thought would be important to have if you are in a survival situation is shelter. So I was able to find this plastic drop cloth. It is 9 foot by 12 foot. And this could be used to make a lean-to or tent. To secure everything, you can use duct tape, which was only like $1 each of these items. Let me check here. I actually had the price list right here. The Husky plastic was 98 cents, and the duct tape was let's see, the duct tape was 97 cents. So you see, I'm actually under $1. These similar items would cost about $1 at the Dollar Tree, and when you're talking a budget of $10, every penny counts. I also have a flashlight that's very bright, and I bought this for, I think it was, let's see here, the flashlight was 75 cents. So I was able to save 25 cents versus the Dollar Tree one. Got the Walmart bags for free, and these can be used to carry things as well as to help waterproof things by putting them into the bag and taping it up with the duct tape. I also have some food. I got beef noodles and chicken flavor noodles, and this is like less food than you would need to actually survive, but if you're just out there for 2 days, this will help you to survive. The only problem I had with the survival challenge was it seemed like no one was including water, which you would need in a true survival situation. You can only go about 3 days without water. So if this was a real survival situation, I would probably substitute the cordage here or the tape for water, maybe a 1 gallon jug of water. But since nobody else was including water, I went ahead and took advantage of that extra $1 or so to get our other items. What you may notice different from this kit than others is that I actually included some interesting items. I have a flexible spigot thingy here that I bought from Walmart in the automotive section for 50 cents. And I splurged a little bit on these balloons. These were like $1.50 from the party section of the store, and they're elongated balloons. And I really splurged on these. These are BBs, actual BBs. And the reason I splurged on this is if this were truly a survival situation, you can't be guaranteed that you're going to get out of there in 24, 48 hours or whatever. So when I purchased the kit, I tried to get items that I thought would at least get you through the initial 24, 48 hours, but would give you an opportunity or a chance of survival if it had to be extended. And that means a decent shelter, an ability to hunt and protect yourself. This knife was only, look on here, the chef's knife was only 88 cents at Walmart, and it is a decent sized knife. I also got this lighter here to start a fire. For the fire starter was 88 cents also, and that was from the camping section of the store. They have other lighters that cost more, but if you get it from the camping section, it's 88 cents. I would have preferred the small little Bic cigarette lighters, But the problem with those was at Walmart, just a single one cost $1.25. If you were going to the Dollar Tree, I think you can buy a pack of 3 for $1. So I would rather go with that than this big one, but because I was trying to stay within the budget of $10, I had to basically get this big unit, which can work better. I mean, it's harder to burn your hand, and if this is just a 24-hour situation, 48-hour situation, this is more than adequate. And my total cost for everything without taxes was only $9.45. So we even have 55 cents to spare, which could be used to buy more food. These things were 28 cents each. So you could buy more food, or you could buy bottled water outside the store. I think they have them for like 50 cents in their dispensers. Or, you know, if you went elsewhere or cut one of these other items, you could get like a gallon of water, which would be more useful. If I had to cut anything here for a 2-day survival, I'd probably cut this this twine, which was the twine itself was, let's see here, I think it was like 97 cents or something. Because I just use the duct tape to secure everything. If I had to stay longer, I would probably get rid of the duct tape and go with the twine, because there's more of the twine, and it can be used for different things. Like you can use the twine to make a bow and arrow. You know, if you can find some wood, using a knife to cut it up, you can make a bow and arrow set. But actually with our system, we don't need a bow and arrow, because I'm going to create a little gun, a little BB gun, or BB slingshot gun, using our BBs. And if you didn't have BBs, you could actually use small pebbles. These BBs were like one of my most expensive purchases. It was a 350 count BB container, and it cost me a whole $1.46. When your budget is only $10, this is quite a bit of money. But for long-term survival, this BB gun that I'll be putting together using this, the BBs itself as the bullets, this funnel, and the balloons, cost me, let's see, it was about $1.50 for the balloons, $1.50 for the BBs. It's $3.50. So out of my budget of $10, I spent $3.50 on a gun. And the reason that is important to me personally in a longer term survival situation is this would allow me to hunt. I couldn't bring down like big animals or anything, but I could shoot birds or rodents and whatnot to eat, basically. And you know, having a knife, you could use that too as a weapon. And these bags here could conceivably be used to catch fish. If you poke holes in it, it becomes a net, and you can use it to get fish to come in there. So these are the items that I picked, and most of them are pretty much self-explanatory, but I'm going to be later on, maybe in another video, showing how we put these 3 items together to make a little BB gun. Actually, it'll be a BB slingshot, and we'll test it out and see if the idea actually works. Oh, before I sign off for this particular video, I thought I'd go ahead and point out several things. They had set for the challenge a $10 limit. But I think if you were really building a kit yourself, you're not going to be limited by $10. So you would have a lot more flexibility in what you choose. I think that carrying water would be important. And if you were, trying to be cheap, you could use the jug, which is about between 50 cents to $1, depending on where you get it. And that can be used for drinking as well as holding water. And I think that if you catch water even from a stream or something like that, and you set it in a jug or a bottle and just leave it out in the sun long enough and it's hot enough, it can pasteurize the water to make it safe for drinking. So, it allows you to have somewhat safe drinking water. Instead of just drinking directly from the stream, you would put it into the jug, seal it, and let it get really hot. And that should, if it can hit, like I think it's 145 or 165 degrees. I'll have to double check that. That's hot enough to pasteurize the water and kill bacteria and things that may be in the water. The other thing that you might want to add is canned food, such as this beef ravioli, which is currently available for about 98 cents at Walmart. The reason for this is it's basically a meal ready to eat. You just flip open the top and you got food, and then afterwards you have a container that you can boil water in if you need to, because you have fire starting capabilities here. And if you take the lid here, you know, itself, that is sharp, and that can be used as a knife. You can use it to cut things. So this can be valuable, and I would pack some of those. But probably the biggest thing I would pack, well, actually not the biggest thing, let me show you something else here. Another item that would be extremely useful are like zip bags. From the Dollar Tree, you can get like, I don't know if you can get the zippered kind, but you could get like 1 gallon size, which are useful because they can be used to basically contain your kit. I didn't bother with this kit, even though they had said for the challenge that it had to be waterproof. I think if I really wanted to, I could put everything into the Walmart bag, wrap it up really tight, and duct tape it to seal it in. It only had to be waterproof for like a minute or something like that. Or if I really wanted to do it, I could do it with this plastic bag and wrap like a burrito and super wrap, and no water's going to get through, at least not for a while. So I didn't bother with trying to get a container, because when you're talking a budget of only $10, I would simply just put all this into a Walmart bag or something, and you know, that would be it. But I was really surprised nobody recommended this for the $10 challenge. If I truly had to have a kit to get me out of an emergency and I wasn't out in the middle of nowhere, I think the most important thing you can have is a phone. This particular phone is a Verizon phone that I picked up from Walmart on sale for only $7. That's the phone without activation, but I'm not sure if you know it or not. You do not have to activate a phone to use it for emergencies. So even though this phone is not activated, and I use it mainly as an MP3 player for Little Blue here, my minivan camper, this phone can be used in an emergency as an emergency phone. All you have to do is dial 911, and it'll patch through the dispatcher. And I think these phones have, these phones have GPS, so they already know where you are. 911 calls are free. Well, you know, they bill people the surcharge, 911 surcharge, but that's what it's for. So even if you don't plan on subscribing to a phone service, and you can find one of these cheap phones, and it doesn't even have to be a smartphone, but a cell phone, you can carry it around and use it for 911 emergencies. Okay, so that's something to remember and worth thinking about. And like I said, this particular phone was only $7 on sale at Walmart. You can pick them up usually on sale between $7, $10, $15. And I think not on sale, they're about 19 or 20, about $20 to $30. So it's a, I think, for me personally, I think it's a safety device and a survival device that's worth carrying as long as society hasn't fallen apart. When you come upon an emergency, you can just dial 911 and it should work. And that about wraps it up for the $10 challenge. What would you do? What would you change out on yours if you had to put together a system? I'd love to see your videos, so please feel free to comment and link your videos on your $10 survival kit challenge. It'd be interesting to see what everybody comes up with. And like I said, I will follow up, do another video, because I think this will be fun for my my son and I. We're going to try to assemble a balloon-powered BB gun.